In scorching sunlight, Alex helps his father in their small field, his bright smile a stark contrast to his patched clothes. The village outskirts buzz with life as Alex diligently works, each movement reflecting a strong work ethic learned from his father. Sweat glistens on their brows as they break the earth, their shared labor painting a portrait of resilience and familial bond. Alex pauses, wiping his forehead, a determined glint in his eyes as he surveys the field, promising a bountiful harvest. After finishing their work, Alex and his father looked at their field with happiness. In the village square, Albert, dressed in rich clothes, watches children play. His fine clothes sharply contrast with the worn garments of the others. A bored expression is etched on Albert's face as he idly observes. He avoids work, his posture radiating laziness and indifference. "I am so bored," Albert says, standing in the bright village square with nothing to do. Sunlight streams into the dim hut, illuminating the village elder's wise, weathered face. He gestures for Alex and Albert to approach, his eyes holding ancient secrets. In his weathered hands, two small, glistening seeds promise untold power. "These seeds are magical," he says, his voice deep and resonant. "They will grow according to how you care for them." In a sun-drenched field, Alex kneels, his brow furrowed in concentration as he prepares a patch of earth. With gentle hands, he places a seed into the soil, a silent promise of growth and life. Water cascades from his hands, nourishing the seed and sealing his commitment. His eyes were full of hope. With a final, protective gesture, Alex shields the seed, his firm dedication. Under the harsh sun, Albert scatters seeds on the parched earth, his movements careless and indifferent. The dry, cracked ground mirrors Albert's neglect as the seeds lay scattered, unattended, and forgotten. Lost in games, Albert's playful energy does not match the hard work the land needs. His playful shouts fill the empty yard, showing he ignores the chance to make things grow. Weeks later, Alex's field awakens, a tiny sprout emerging. The small, healthy plant shows how carefully and steadily he looked after it. Alex looks after his plant, gently working the soil with his hands. He pulls out every weed, and every drop of water shows his promise to care. His perseverance is a silent vow whispered to the growing plant. The field was a silent witness to Alex's dedication. Weeks later, Albert's yard reveals a patch of untouched earth, the seed still dormant beneath the soil. Albert was disappointed by looking at the barren spot, his face etched with a fleeting annoyance. He turns away, his lack of action speaking volumes about his neglect. The seed remains untouched, a silent show of his irresponsibility. The yard remains still, the seed a small, unsprouted secret. Months later, Alex's tree stands strong, heavy with ripe fruit glistening under the sun. He plucked all the ripe fruits. He shares the fruits with his family, proudly and joyfully. Months later, when Albert came back to his land, it was still barren. He went into anger. In stark contrast, Alex's tree thrives, its branches heavy with fruit, a symbol of growth. Albert observes Alex's tree, his gaze lingering with a mix of longing and bitterness. He was not happy with Alex's success. The lush tree stands as a constant reminder of Albert's failure, fueling his hidden animosity. In a quiet night, Albert enters to Alex's place, his eyes shining with mischief and betrayal. He tried to destroy all ripe fruits, but then a looming shadow cuts through the moonlight, revealing Alex's father in the scene. His father asked Albert about his intentions. "Envy can be a dangerous thing," he warns, his words echoing in the still night. The next morning, Alex sees Albert's sorrow, a silent acknowledgement passing between them. Hall shared some sweet fruits with Albert. He promised to help him to plant a new seed. Next day, they both went to the field with a brand new seed. They buried the seed with hope and love. Days later, the wise man met Albert and asked about his seeds. Albert told him the whole story. "The magical seeds respond to effort and honesty, Albert," the elder says. "True growth comes from within." His hands, once still, now move with purpose, showing his new determination. The value of labor was quiet visible in his eyes. Days passed with pure effort. Weeks later, tiny sprouts emerge, reaching for the sun. Albert waters the young plants. His touch was gentle and hopeful. He carefully weeds around the sprouts, protecting their fragile life. The plants continue to grow in sunlight. A proud smile dawns on Albert's face, reflecting his hard work. Months later, Albert's small plant bears fruit, fragrant and juicy. He gently plucked the ripe one. He shares the fruit with Alex and his family, proudly. A wave of accomplishment washes over Albert, a reward for his dedication. Beneath the warm sun, Alex and Albert stand together in the village square, looking at their gardens. They promise to stand by each other through thick and thin.